God invites the church to be a part of His plans, His movement. He invites us to believe what's going on, and that is the gospel of Jesus Christ, a life change, and it's been going on before the foundation of the world began. God's on the move, and He invites all of us to be a part of that movement, to be a part of that. We want us to get going on that movement, but so often we find ourselves like we're in that river, and that current takes us down that river. And if you're not careful, it's very easy to get caught in the side of that river, not going down. And it's very easy as Christians to get out of the movement of God, to kind of get stale, be stuck in the same place, just go through the motions. How many of us go through the motions from time to time? I find myself from time to time on that river, where I move to the side while I'm stuck in my spirituality. See, that's what Satan wants us to be at. He wants us to be dead in our tracks. He wants us to be caught dead in our tracks, on the side of the river, not going nowhere. That's his pursuit. And we have a dangerous pursuit from Satan because he wants to stop this. He wants to stop Lake Point Church from happening. He wants to stop you from being a part of something that's going on here at Lake Point Church. Satan would rather see the church crumble up and die, or to sit on the side of the river, not going nowhere. I have a vision to take the church and to go forward and to do all that we can to reach people for Jesus Christ. So this morning, we'll talk about a few things that Satan does. And on your handout, if you have a handout, on the back of your handout, some notes. And you can kind of go over these quick thoughts real quick. First of all, here's how Satan would try to stop you. He'll use you. Satan would try to use you to trip yourself up. He'll try to stop. He'll try to use me. He'll try to use you. Satan has a way to get inside your head. You ever have a coach? You know, I play basketball. You know, and the coach would get in your head. You know, and they're on the basketball floor, you know, and the coach, you know, he's been in your head, got me, so you better box out on him. You're on the bench. You know? And so I'm freaking out because, okay, I have got to make sure I box out for the rebound because the coach is in my head. You know, and I don't want to violate what the coach has to say. Satan is trying to get in your head. And he wants to get in your head, and he's got a couple things that he's trying to do. First of all, he has an insecurity. He wants to bring out insecurity in your life. He wants you to make you feel so insecure about yourself that you don't do anything for him. And Satan, by the way, he's the father of lies, right? He's a liar. And he has a way of getting in your head to speak untruth to you about yourself. He'll wait for you. You know what, God? Or you know what, John? Or you know what, Becky? You're just too young. You're just too young. You don't need to be doing this. Or he might whisper in your head and say, hey, man, you know, you're not even qualified to do this. You didn't even go to seminary. I mean, you shouldn't be serving God. You shouldn't be doing it. I mean, who are you to share the message of Jesus Christ? Who are you to get involved in a vibrant church? I mean, you're not even qualified. Or you might say, you know what? I will do it, God, later. Oftentimes, they would say, let's just do it later. You push it off later. You got, you know, right now, during your prime time, you got to live out your life. Do the church thing later. Do the Christian thing later. He's going to try to get you to put it off, put it off. Sometimes you get in your head and you'll feel like, you know what? You don't know how to do this. You're going to mess up. You're going to blow it. You bet to get yourself out of the way of the church. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I know you messed up this morning. Okay? I know you blew Okay, we got Fullerton. Okay, I did the Fullerton this past week. I put it on day night. I was so upset this morning when I figured that out. I said, oh my goodness, what was I thinking? Because one of our core values is to be excellent in everything we do. And maybe it's not a big deal to you, but I will go home tonight and I won't sleep for the next 5 days. I'll be so mad at myself. You know, and so here's the day, by the way, in the bulletin, we have an outreach event that is not this Friday, it was just, I think it's just November 20th, but actually a week from Saturday, November 28th, the Saturday after Thanksgiving. Okay, so cross that out. That was my opportunity to say, God, move it. But guess what? If I can blow things up and mess up, you know, the God is much bigger than my mistakes. You know, and God is much bigger than your efficiency. God can deal with this efficiency. God can use you. No matter what. And sometimes we say, well, I don't know. I'll probably just screw up and it'll be all over. But God wants to use screw-ups and the mess-ups. God wants to use you. And He wants you to be a part of His story. Not your story. His story. His movement. You know, Satan, I mean, he got in the head of Moses. We all know the story of Moses where he's got the burning bush, you know. You know, the mountain is just bush is burning, but it's not burning. Okay? Weird thing. He started bush that was burning, it's on fire. And then he started hearing a voice from God. And God told Moses, he said, Moses, I want you to go to Pharaoh. I want you to tell him, you know, to let my people go. And Moses freaked out. Moses was like, God, and remember Moses had a bunch of excuses. One of them was, you know, God, I speak funny. You know, I'll go out there and nobody will understand what I'm saying. They'll make fun of me. It's going to be terrible. Find somebody else. Matter of fact, my brother Aaron, he's more qualified than me. So what's happening? Satan got into his head and was using his insecurity to trip him up. To Satan does anything he can to stop you and me. He can do everything he can. And he used insecurity for Moses. Same thing with Jeremiah. In Jeremiah, you know, God, in chapter 1, God called him to be a prophet to the nations. And in Jeremiah, in chapter 1, verse number 6, in chapter 1, verse number 6, he said, God, Lord, I do not know how to speak. I am only a child. I'm a young kid. I'm young. I'm not qualified. Satan has a way of getting into people's heads, like Jeremiah and Moses, to try to stop them from serving Him. You know, Satan got into my head growing up. Let's just share a little personal testimony of me. You know, for those that don't know me, I'm hearing it here. I went hearing it. I've got 2 of them. And oftentimes, it used to be, I could tell a person, you know, yeah, I've got AIDS, and they would understand what that means. I've got hearing aids. Nowadays, you say AIDS. You know, I've got I've got hearing aids, okay? And it's kind of weird. One time I freaked out and goes, hey, I've got AIDS. And she's just like, oh. And I realized the mistake. I said, no, I got hearing aids. Oh, okay, cool. But I was born 80% deaf. And, you know, and they say 80% deaf in a high frequency, whatever that means. But what it means is I can hear low-tone voices better than high-tone voices. So if you're a girl, you're in trouble. You know, if you're a guy, I can hear you unless you have a high-frequency voice. And, you know, that could happen. You know, that's cool if you're up. But here's the secret, ladies. You know, if you got a high-frequency voice, just bring it down to a man voice. Talk to me like it's a low.